So it's such a pleasure to join you. My name is Ramesh Srinivasan, and I've been a professor at UCLA for the last 15 years. And I write about this theme of how we can transform the digital world, which is really penetrating everything and anything from bank loans to insurance to criminal justice or the lack thereof to our social and journalistic experiences. We all know and feel this. How do we make sure it works for everybody? How do we make sure that technology is really reoriented, reimagined in the image of the 99%? And so I write quite a bit about the relationship between the gig economy, automation, AI systems, algorithmic systems, social media systems, and really the reality that we are experiencing today that these technologies are working for investors and the purposes of speculative capitalism rather than workers and the rest of us in the world. And so that is something that we need to rein in. And that's really a pattern that we see with the history of the internet itself. The pattern is to have all the costs be socialized, whether it's the initial investments or the problems that come up, and all the profits be either privatized or valuated. And so that's something we got to get back on course with, because if we don't do that, because digital technology is really the interface between our lives and one another and every aspect of our lives, more or less, it's going to create more and more problems in a world that's really deeply unequal and unjust. So I write not just about those issues, but what we can do about it, how we can transform the situation. And I do that by telling the stories and sharing the stories of people I work with all over the world: indigenous people, activists, Arab Spring revolutionaries, Black Lives Matter, citizen watchdog groups, all of this. And we can get there. I really believe we can get there. And I think what we need is a digital bill of rights, a new deal for our technology world.